I remember games against Northampton. The ground was frozen solid. Steve Johnson came into the change room and said they don't want to play, what do we think? And on this near side it was very hard. Most of the game was played on the far side of the pitch. We played, we beat them, happy days. Most memorable games here, Barbarians days, extra special, playing against the world's greatest. I remember playing against Jean-Pierre Rive, this great man of world rugby who stood next to me and he was shaking. Not due to my presence, due to the terrible weather. He was frozen. Brynmore Williams, one of the most underrated scrum halves in world rugby, obviously was behind Gareth Edwards. He scored a try from the 22, running by me at this end. I was heartbroken. I went on to score a couple of tries that day and Leicester won. And Steve Johnson said to me, do you feel better now? I said, don't be silly. Chalky instilled in us all, it's not how well you do, it's not about the good things. What can you do better? And that is something that I carried with myself throughout my rugby playing and coaching years. I believe Chalky actually coined the phrase, let other people tell you how good you are, it's my job to tell you how to get better. And that's something that all Leicester players of my generation and previous generations and subsequent generations hold dear to. And Chalky, who was obviously the Tigers coach when I started playing, we worked really hard. And I told there'd be more about the bank. Where the stand is behind me, there used to be an old gravel bank, and Chalky used to have us 10,000 yards before barbars. We used to play Barbarians the day after Christmas and 10,000 yards of pure running. Well, that meant running without the ball. We did thousands and thousands of yards, and most sessions would finish with a session on the bank. And the bank was deceptive because at the one end, on the left hand side as we look behind me, it was a shallower incline. The near side it was steeper, needless to say the forwards had the steeper incline. There was no lights allowed on in the ground because John Allen, who was the Tigers treasurer at that time, wouldn't allow it. We'd sprint to the top of the bank, then down the bank, vault the fence at the bottom, go to the try line, and I believe it was Chalky who invented the greatest exercise known to a rugby player, up downs, which meant you had to jump in the air, land, get your back on the ground and get back to your feet without using your hands, encouraging the use of the quadriceps. When I became coach, I walked into the ground from the bottom corner there, and I walked towards the changing rooms, and I stopped, and it was weird, and it was almost as if I could hear Chalky. It was almost as if I could hear Peter Wheeler and Robin Cowling telling me to work harder. Very strange sensation, but that surreal moment was broken by, get off my pitch! Derek had come out with his cup of tea, his fifth sense had kicked in, and I was reprimanded for walking on his pitch when I shouldn't have been.